We will call this regular session of the Jackson County Board of Education to order. As we typically do, we're going to take the first few moments to think about things that are going on in our nation, our state, our county. We are excited to be back in school and have our little ones with us. And so far, we've had a really smooth start to the school year across the county, and we are thankful for that. So we certainly want to give thanks for a smooth start and a safe start. So if you will bow with me, please, for a few moments. Thank you very much. We will now consider a motion to approve this agenda with one exception. Under number 1, we had the swearing in of Mr. Harding, and we took care of that, so that's going to be struck. So we've only got one item under number 1 now. So we have a motion to approve the agenda with that.
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries and the agenda is approved. So the first thing under item number 1 is the election of a vice president of the board, and that became vacant when Dr. Guest moved into the superintendent's role. So we'll open the floor for nominations for vice president of the Board of Education.
I'll make a motion to nominate Mike Matthews as the vice
We have
president.
Mike Matthews as a nomination.
I'll second.
A second, okay. We'll close that. And so, unless there's any others. Any others? Okay, so we have a motion and a second to appoint Mike Matthews as the vice president of the board. Is there any discussion? No discussion. We'll vote. All in favor of approving Mike Matthews to be the vice president of the Jackson County Board of Education, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Mr. Matthews. I'll be out next month.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move into general business. A, consider a motion for any corrections, additions, or deletions to the July 28, 22 board meeting minutes.
I make a motion.
Make a motion to approve, Mr. Matthews.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to enter into a lease agreement between the Jackson County Board of Education and High Country Automotive LLC for the lease of the 2022 Toyota 4Runner.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any discussion? The only discussion there, just will say that is about $1 lease for a year for 12,000 miles. So it's a service from High Country for the most part. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. C, consider a motion to approve the purchase of 8 2024 Thomas 72 passenger school buses in the amount of $883,764.
I make a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
All right, I have a second. Mr. Harding got that one. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Under personnel, under leaves, we have 2 leaves, and we'll take A and B together unless there's any objection. So I have to consider a motion to approve the leaves A and B.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion on those? All in favor of approving the personnel leaves, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have 1 retirement. Consider a motion to accept the retirement of Millie Sharif, lunchroom manager at Stevenson Elementary School, effective September the 1st, 2022.
I make a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of accepting Miss Millie Sharif's retirement, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Under resignations, we have 2. We'll just take those individually. Consider a motion to accept the resignation of Nicole Ledbetter, countywide instructional aide, effective August the 8th.
I make a motion.
We have a motion. I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to accept the resignation of Miranda Lambert, countywide Indian Ed aide, effective August the 2nd, 2022.
I'll make a motion.
All right, we have a motion.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have a number of transfers, and we will take A through N unless there's a need to break those out. Any need to break those out? All right. Consider a motion to approve the transfers A through N to the designated place and designated date.
I make a motion.
Have a motion,
Second.
a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those transfers A through N, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, and those have been approved. Under employments, again, we have a number of those, so we'll look at those personnel hires to see if there's a need to break any out. If not, then we will take those in one motion. Consider a motion to employ individuals in A through P at their designated place at the designated time.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those employments, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Contracts, we will read through these contracts. A, consider a motion to approve the contract between the Jackson County Board of Education and Melissa Walmack, a special education teacher, for the 2022-23 school year.
I make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that contract, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to approve the contract between the Jackson County Board of Education and Ramona Evans, O&M certified specialist for the 22-23 school year.
Make a motion.
A motion,
Second.
have a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. C, consider a motion to approve the contract between Jackson County Board of Education and Chastity Hancock Audiological Services for 22-23 school year.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
we have a second. Any discussion on that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. D, consider a motion to approve the contract between Jackson County Board of Education and Hollywood School to provide bus transportation assistance for a Hollywood student.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
have a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. E, consider a motion to approve the contract between Jackson County Board of Education and North Sand Mountain High School to provide bus transportation assistance for a North Sand Mountain student.
I make a motion.
We have a motion. I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. F, consider a motion to approve the contract between Jackson County Board of Education and Stevenson Elementary School to provide bus transportation assistance for a Stevenson Elementary student.
I make a motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. You got that, Jenna? Okay. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. G, consider a motion to approve the contract between the Jackson County Board of Education and Skyline High School to provide bus transportation assistance for a Skyline student.
I'll make a motion.
All right, we got a
Second.
motion, we got a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. You've got, we got 4 coaching assignments there, and we will take those as one unless there's a need to break those. So that's
Well,
A through D.
That first one is approving the supplements, right, Tim?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's do that. We'll break those. Under coaching assignments, A, consider a motion to approve the attached coaching supplements for the 22-23 school year.
I'll make a motion.
All right, we have a motion,
Second.
a second. Any discussion? We will have some more that will follow this in another meeting. All right. All in favor of approving those assignments that were turned in, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll just go ahead and get these 3. B, consider a motion to approve Zach Hutchins as a non-faculty volunteer basketball coach at Stevenson Middle. This is pending completion of his coaching requirements.
I make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Consider a motion to approve Stacy McCarver as a volunteer cheer coach at Section High School.
I'll make a motion.
All right, we have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. D, consider a motion to approve McGee Capron as a volunteer coach at Pisgah High School pending completion of his coaching requirements.
I make a motion.
We have a motion, is there a second? I'll second that. Is there any discussion? All in favor of approving that coaching placement, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Dr. Guess, what do we have in lines of announcements? You want to say anything about the start of the new year?
I'd like just to express my appreciation for all the work that was done out in all the schools. The teachers and principals there have gotten off to a great start with a lot of help from some of the people here in this room. It was amazing how hard they worked and how well everything went, and I'm very grateful for all they've done.
Good. Anybody else on the board have anything that they want to add, say? We're thankful for everybody's hard work and for such a smooth start. We need to look at our next meeting. Janet, is there any need for us to meet before the 14th?
There's not very many openings on, today's meeting will call a few, but, not very many.
Okay, so if we looked at September the 14th, is that going to be okay, or do we need to go before that?
Is Mr. Middleton here? We will have to do,
Budget hearings.
budget hearings.
We'll have to have two of those.
By the 15th, so
Fif-
there's a possibility we'll have to have two.
Yeah, if you don't care. Yeah, we've got to have those. We've got to have two budget hearings. We'll do one in the morning and one in the evening. We might make that budget.
So the 14th is the day?
14th would be
Wednesday?
most likely, yeah, the evening session. Is that good?
Yeah.
You
So,
want to do a work session?
we will want to have a work session, yes. So we would probably do, work session, budget hearing, board meeting, yeah. On 9/14. Okay. And we'd start that at 5 o'clock, so it would be in that order. We'll do a work session at 5. Following our work session, we'll move into our budget hearing, and then from there we'll move into our regular meeting.
Okay. One day is not due for any of y'all prior to the 14th. And I'll get with Mr. Middleton and I'll let y'all know.
That's for the morning session?
Budget hearing.
Mm-hmm. Anybody got a preference?
No, it don't matter.
You hear about all week?
I'm good.
Ms. Hardy, you hear about all week that week?
Yes, sir. I don't think I have anything.
Dr. Gies, do you have a preference on that?
No.
Can we shoot, Jana, for Monday morning at 12? 7:30 or 8? I don't know what.
On the 12th?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Is there a preference on time? 8 o'clock? Can we do 8?
I think there's some board members that don't get up till a little later, but.
You can tell who's retired and who's not, I can tell
Oh,
you that.
okay.
We're going
7:30?
We can do 7:30. That's fine. On the 12th, 9/12, that's going to be a budget hearing.
I'll let y'all know today, as soon as I talk to Mr. Middleton.
What time did you say?
7:30.
Man, I don't have my eggs gathered or my milking done by then,
Yeah.
boy.
Well, we'll get Ann on that one.
Oh, she didn't even roll over this morning.
9/12, provided Mr. Middleton's going to be here. If he's not, obviously that changes the game for us. 9/12, that's a Monday morning. 7:30 for the first budget hearing, which is required by law. The second one will be on 9/14. We'll start a work session at 5 o'clock and have our budget hearing, and then a meeting that will follow that. Any other announcements? All right, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
second. Any discussion on that adjourning? I don't think so. All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are now adjourned. Thank you.